Jonathan Knight is a name millions recognize, first as one of the original members of the legendary boy band New Kids on the Block, and later as the HGTV star who won over viewers with Farmhouse Fixer. From topping music charts in the late 1980s to transforming historic farmhouses in New England, his journey has been anything but ordinary. In 2025, fans were shocked when HGTV canceled Farmhouse Fixer after 3 successful seasons, raising questions about what comes next. So who is Jonathan Knight beyond the stage lights and renovation reveals? Let's uncover his story, his career, and what's ahead for him now. Jonathan Rashley Knight was born on November 29, 1968, in Boston, Massachusetts, the oldest of 6 siblings, including fellow NKOTB member Jordan Knight. Long before cameras followed his every move, Jonathan had a deep connection to houses and design. His father, grandfather, and uncle worked in construction, and Jonathan often joined them on projects. That early exposure gave him the skills and passion he would eventually turn into a career. While fans first knew him as part of one of the world's most successful boy bands, Jonathan's life wasn't all about music. After New Kids on the Block initially disbanded in the mid-1990s, he pivoted into real estate and renovation. In Massachusetts and across New England, he began flipping homes, restoring old properties, and falling in love with the challenge of breathing new life into neglected farmhouses. That passion eventually grew into Farmhouse Fixer, which premiered on HGTV in 2021. The show was a hit because it wasn't just about before and after reveals. Jonathan and his co-host, designer Christina Christine, showcased the soul of old New England farmhouses, maintaining exposed beams, preserving wide plank floors, and rescuing structural details from centuries past. The homes weren't just fixed up, they were honored. Viewers fell in love with Jonathan's approach, practical, emotional, and deeply respectful of history. As the show grew in popularity, HGTV expanded the format. In 2024, Farmhouse Fixer Camp Revamp took Jonathan and his team to a 12-acre New Hampshire campground. There, alongside his brother Jordan and his husband Harley Rodriguez, Jonathan led the effort to transform cabins and a main camp house into usable, family-friendly spaces. It was ambitious, filled with tight deadlines and emotional stakes. Fans got to see a more personal side of Jonathan, his leadership, his relationships, and his commitment to keeping family close even when under pressure. But just a year later, everything changed. On June 25, 2025, Jonathan Knight posted to Instagram that Farmhouse Fixer would not return for a 4th season. He admitted that both he and Christina Creston were still processing the reasons behind HGTV's decision. While the network didn't offer a detailed explanation, fans immediately expressed disappointment and outrage online. Many had considered Farmhouse Fixer one of HGTV's most authentic and heartfelt series. Despite the cancellation, Jonathan is not stepping away from the spotlight. He remains an active performer with New Kids on the Block, touring in their Las Vegas residency and keeping close ties to the music world. At the same time, he's suggested that future projects could expand beyond renovations, hinting at ideas around farming, gardening, and sustainability. In interviews, he has pointed out that garden shows often struggle for ratings, but he believes the right format could work. It's a sign that he's already brainstorming his next television chapter. Jonathan's influence also extends into activism. In 2024, during NKOTB's Magic Summer Tour, he made headlines for rejecting plastic friendship bracelets from fans. Instead, he asked for wildflower seed packets, explaining that single-use plastics contribute to environmental damage, while seeds could help pollinate gardens and restore habitats. His efforts went further when he partnered with 4Ocean, a nonprofit that removes plastic debris from waterways and mangroves. For Jonathan, sustainability is not just a buzzword, but a responsibility, and he's using his platform to promote change. Even in his personal style, Jonathan has surprised fans. In mid-2025, he shared vacation photos showing off a buzz-cut hairstyle, a striking departure from his usual look. Fans filled the comments with speculation. Was it just a haircut? Or a symbolic move marking the end of Farmhouse Fixer and the start of something new? While only Jonathan knows the real answer, the timing reinforced the sense that he is embracing change head-on. Beyond the public image, Jonathan remains rooted in his Massachusetts farmhouse and the values that drew him to preservation in the first place. He and Harley Rodriguez, his longtime partner whom he married during the pandemic, keep their personal life grounded in family, farming, and authenticity. Jonathan has been candid about his struggles with anxiety, and the challenges of balancing fame with private life, which makes him relatable to fans who admire not just his skills, but his honesty. Looking back on Farmhouse Fixer, it's clear why the show resonated. Each project told more than a construction story. It told a family's story. Jonathan wasn't just a host, but a guide, helping homeowners wrestle with decisions about history, finances, and emotions. The results were beautiful, but the process was what made the show special. Losing it feels like losing one of the more genuine voices in the renovation genre. What also sets Jonathan apart is his ability to connect with people across very different worlds. For NKOTB fans, he is a pop culture icon whose music defined an era. For HGTV viewers, he is a craftsman and preservationist dedicated to honoring the past while building for the future. Few public figures successfully reinvent themselves in two completely separate industries, and Jonathan's story highlights the value of persistence, creativity, and staying true to personal passions. That dual identity, musician and renovator, makes him not only unique but also enduring, because audiences see him as authentic in every role. But Jonathan Knight's career has always been about reinvention. From pop star to renovator, from quiet real estate flipper to HGTV favorite, he has repeatedly proven that he can adapt, pivot, and thrive. The cancellation of Farmhouse Fixer is not the end. It's simply the close of one chapter. Fans are already speculating whether he will return with a new series focused on sustainable living, historic preservation, or even a blend of music and renovation. For now, his plate is still full. Live performances, ongoing design work, environmental advocacy, and family life. And knowing Jonathan, he will continue to find ways to connect deeply with audiences, whether through a TV screen, a stage, or a cause close to his heart. So, what does the future hold for Jonathan Knight? Will he pitch a new series that combines his love for farm life and sustainability? Will he focus more on his music, leaning back into NKOTB as they continue to tour? Or will he surprise us with an entirely new path? Only time will tell, but if his past is any guide, Jonathan Knight will keep surprising us. Jonathan Knight's story shows that reinvention is not only possible, but powerful. From teen idol to renovation expert, from boy band tours to farmhouse restorations, he has proven that passion, authenticity, and resilience matter more than labels. With Farmhouse Fixer ending, fans are left wanting more, but also knowing that Jonathan will always find another way to inspire. So, what do you think about HGTV's decision to cancel Farmhouse Fixer? Do you hope Jonathan returns to TV with a new project, or should he focus on his music and activism? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this look into Jonathan Knight's journey, give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update.